Good morning. It is Emma Cooper here, coming live. Hello, hello, hello. My name is Emma Cooper. I am a business coach that helps you pick, plan, launch, and grow your perfect business for you. All right, we're talking about mistakes. Actually, I'm going to give you like 3, but we'll talk about the number 1 mistake. Because I think the frustration of building a business especially when you're building it on your own, right? Most of us are building our businesses on our own, in our homes or wherever we choose to do our work, and we are stuck. I've been there. I have been stuck. And so I want to help you today because this is the number 1 mistake that is killing your sales. And let's be honest, like, why is our business not at the level we want? Because we're not making enough sales. That's it, right? If I drop 10 sales in your bank today, would you be happier, more motivated, more confident, confident to show up and then to sell more? Yeah, of course. So let me tell you why you're not doing that. Most people, all right? Most people, and you can tell me if I'm right or not. The number 1 mistake that I see being made is there is no audience building strategy in your business. What is an audience building strategy? It is not gaining followers. That is what it is absolutely not. It is not how many followers you have on your social media accounts. That is what it is absolutely not. When I talk about an audience building strategy, I mean, it might affect your follower count, but that is absolutely not what it is. Your audience building strategy can be made up of different things. They don't require you to be sat on a device all day, every day, friend requesting people you don't know, following people you don't know, commenting on people's things that you don't know. It does not require you to do that. Most people are making the mistake of not doing this first before they're actually launching whatever business it is. And then they get frustrated. You get to the point where you're like, oh my God, I've created this amazing thing. And, now I've got no one to sell it to. And then that is absolutely demoralizing, right? Last night, I did a group mentoring session for my students inside of my membership, Entrepreneurcity. And one of the amazing students that I have on there shared what she had created for homeschooling mums, so home educating parents, right? Hey, Jan. And it was incredible, like incredible. And then she was talking about ideas that she had of what else to create. And what she already had was like really amazing. So I'm like, okay, so when are you launching it and who are you selling it to? Like, how big is your list? How many ideal clients do you have in your audience? She's like, I haven't started that bit yet. So I'm going to create this. And I'm like, no, stop. Don't do anything else. Don't go into creation mode. And by the way, this is the easiest part of building a business. The easiest part of building a business is doing what you're passionate about, which is creating the thing of value, whether that's a product, a service, a program, whatever, right? A course, whatever. That's the easiest part. The hardest part that most people find is building the audience of ideal clients, of people to sell it to. And then we build up in our heads how it's really difficult to build an audience. Oh, it's really difficult because social media is busy, or, there's so many people doing what I already do. Okay, you don't need a massive audience to be able to make a massive impact. You really don't. Yesterday, I shared with you Kelly, who created a YouTube video on how to set up a CIC, and she made over 600 sales just because she created that very specific titled video. She didn't do any paid ads. Everything was just organic. People found the video because it was valuable to that specific niche. So I'm not talking that you need to build a list of 10,000. I was speaking to a student yesterday who said, the thing is, they're part of another program. They said, I don't have a very big list. I've only got 4,000. I'm like, 4,000? What? That's huge. What you can do with that if it's full of ideal clients is absolutely massive. Using audience building strategies, my students are completely turning around their business. Take Charlotte, had zero ideal clients on her list. 0 ideal clients on her list. She built it up to 1,200, really fast, over a few months, right? With 1,200 ideal clients in your audience, you can build a really substantial business. You can have a really substantial launch. There's nothing stopping you, but most people don't have an audience building strategy. I'm going to teach you 3 strategies. You can just choose to do one, or you can do all 3. I mean, the third one is what I call like pouring petrol on the fire. This is the thing that makes it like explode. Because you can do certain things, but you can also then like ignite them and make them work way, way faster for you and really accelerate the growth. So it depends how fast you need to build your audience as to what strategies you pick from my free masterclass that I'm doing next Tuesday that you can implement straight away. And I'm giving you them and I'm showing you the results of those. All right. So you're going to see a little bit behind the scenes of what I do to audience build. One of these strategies has brought me in 7,500 ideal clients, just one. And plus, I'm actually massively under-egging that because I can't be bothered to go back and look at the stats. So I'm just giving you like, I can show you as well where it's come from. But 7,500. Imagine what you could do with that. Imagine what you could do with 7,500 people who are just sat there waiting to buy what it is that you're offering. Would you like that? Yes. Yes. Of course you would, right? This will build your business and then you get into momentum. Here's what happens when you actually build an audience of ideal clients and then you start making sales. Here's what happens. You start to stack the confidence chips. I talk about this all the time. One of my previous coaches, Jessie, talked about stacking confidence chips. Because, and just think about this, if I put those 10 sales into your bank account through your whatever system you're using today, right? I go and buy 10 of your products, programs, services, offers, whatever. How would that make you feel? It will make you feel pretty good, right? It make you feel like, oh my God, like I knew this was good. I knew this was valuable. I knew people would love it. And then you'll want to do more. So you'll probably show up more. And then guess what happens? Because you're showing up more, you're more visible, more people see your stuff, and then they buy more. And then your confidence goes up again because more people are buying. And so all you need to do is start, right? Start with the audience building, start taking the action I'm going to share with you in the masterclass. And then watch that grow, watch your sales grow, watch your confidence grow. And it just keeps going like this. Now, you're going to get challenges in between, absolutely. You're going to have to tweak and twist, like it doesn't just work and then like that's just it. You will have to do some work, but it's not going to be, oh my God, this is a slog every single day. I've got to do that. It's not like that at all. I'm going to show you how to put it on automation, which I love that. The other night I was sat in a restaurant with my brother. We were having a glass of wine. I said, watch this, Kai. Because he was like, tell me about your masterclass. Tell me a little bit more about what you're teaching. So I was talking to him about what I was teaching. And I'm like, look, like, this is not, like, look at this. So I showed him the number on I use Kajabi. So it shows me like the number of leads that have come in, which is through my strategies. And it was on like 1,600 and something, like for the month. And while we were sat there, by the time we finished our glass of wine, it had gone up by like, I don't know, 10, 15 new leads. I'm like, see? He's like, what? That's crazy. I'm like, I know. So I could be drinking a glass of wine and my audience is growing. I can be playing with my kids and my audience is growing. I can be going on a date day today and going car shopping. I freaking hate shopping for cars. Like, I really don't enjoy it at all. And I'm really annoying to the car salespeople because I don't know what I'm asking. I'm just like, oh, this looks nice. It's like, I'm rubbish. My car broke down yesterday. I'm not doing it as they're like, oh, wow, I'm going car shopping. I'm like, no. My car broke down. I would literally drive that truck till it dies because I love it, but it's doing my head in. It's costing me money. I'm like, oh, might have to go. So while I'm car shopping, my audience is growing. While I'm on a school run, my audience is growing. When I'm drinking wine with my brother, audience growing. If I'm going to the gym, never happens. But if I did go while I was there, my audience would be growing. That is what everybody needs, an audience growth strategy. It's what most people are missing. Here's another 2 things. I'm going to give you these for free. And I want you to comment. I want you to tell me if you feel the same. The other thing that people are missing is accountability. Come on. We all start our businesses because we don't want a boss. We start our businesses because we're like, I want to do things on my schedule and I want to live this freedom life. And then I'll tell you what happens, my friends. You make massive investments into yourself to basically hire a boss, a coach, right? That's what I've just done. I've just got a coach literally like 30 days ago. I think it's like almost to the day. 30 days ago, I hired a coach. I made a massive investment. And the reason I did that is, number one, to get access to their knowledge. They've already done what it is that I want to do, and they know how to do it, and they can teach me. So number one, I did it for that, right? To get their ideas and their strategy. Number two, I did it so that I'm building my knowledge so that I can give that to my students. So yes, my students are super lucky that I invest in myself, because then I give them the stuff that I've implemented, it works, and then I teach it to them. I mean, that's a great way to access some high level coaching right there, right? Get into my membership. The third reason, which was not a reason, but it turned out to be actually what I found in the last 30 days, the biggest reason, was accountability. I am somebody who has been building my business on my own for 11 years. I have had nobody to sit there and say, hey, Em, did you do that task? Or, hey, Em, how are you getting on with this? Or, Em, what's your figures? Let's get excited about it. Nobody. I've had to motivate myself. I've had to be disciplining myself. I've had to be accountable to myself. But do you know what I find? It's so easy. Would you agree to let yourself down? It's so easy to just be like, I didn't write that email today. No big deal. I'll just do it tomorrow. And then tomorrow never comes. Or I was meant to put this offer together and, I'll just do it next week. Or I really want to launch this in this month. And then you're getting closer and closer to this month and you don't do the work to get it done. And then the month has gone and you didn't launch it. And therefore you didn't make the money. And therefore you're still where you were. I have found in the last 30 days that I have turned into a 13-year-old child, where I am messaging my coach like, opt-in page done. Now I'm on to this. Okay, emails sequence done. Now I'm doing this next. Okay, this is a strategy for this. What do you think? Yes, this is amazing. Carry on. I've made this many sales. And then you're like, yes, now go for this end. Now go for that end. Now go. And I suddenly realized for someone who thought accountability was only needed for people who struggled to motivate themselves or who weren't disciplined, actually, I'm motivated. I'm already disciplined, but this has set my butt on fire. It has made me show up differently. It's made me be more creative. It's made me stack my confidence chips. Yeah, I said I needed to do that. I got it done. And I wanted to do it faster to impress my coach. I'm I said that yesterday. I got it done today. It's ridiculous. I'm nearly 43-year-old woman. Should I need to do that? Well, the reality is accountability is something that actually increases your chances of hitting your goals. So actually, if you're part of an accountability group, you're 65% more likely to achieve your goal. That is massively increased if you have a set date every week. Did you know this? A set date. It was a study done by an American institution. But if you have a set date every week where you check in with an accountability group or accountability coach, and it is the same, once a week, right? Regularly, then you are 95% more likely to achieve whatever it is that you want to achieve, to hit the goal. Crazy, huh? So I think a lot of people lack accountability because a lot of people are running their online businesses on their own in their homes from a laptop, and there's no one to be accountable to apart from ourselves, and it's all right to let us down. Think about when you have a gym buddy, right? Or you're planning to go meet your friend at the gym and you say, I'll meet you 7 o'clock in the morning, Monday, Wednesday and Friday. 95% of the time you only go there because you've actually said to your friend you're going to be there and you don't want to let them down. But if it was just you would quite happily be like, I'll go tomorrow. I'll go tonight. And then you don't go tonight. So it's just proving that level of accountability, it works. So I think that's another thing that's making us not get to where we need to get to, because we don't have that level of accountability. And honestly, to get that level of accountability is super expensive, right? Because who's got the time to hold you accountable for no benefit to themselves, right? Who's got the time? I have a solution for this. I'll tell you in the masterclass. Come to the masterclass. If you're on Instagram, you can comment "Grow Now." If you're on Facebook, the link should be in the title. And if not, just type link in the comments and I'll pass it over to you. And then the third thing is no one-to-one support. I think this can be the biggest killer of success or of your sales, is the lack of support. Now, I see people looking for support in the wrong areas. A lot of people look for support through family members. if I look through support, right? Okay, look, my mum, my brother, amazing. But if I look through support of like my closest of families, most people don't get what I do. In fact, my family, a lot of them, don't even know what I do. And I think I'm pretty good at marketing what I do, but most of them have no idea what it is that I do. Heck, most of you might not even know what I do, right? But yet you're here listening on a live. Like, that's just the reality. So where do we find like the right support? And can I just say, one-to-one support in building a business is freaking expensive, is it not? Is the online world gone absolutely bat poop crazy with the prices? I saw a program launch the other night. The price of it like literally blew my mind because I have exactly the same information course inside of my membership and they can pay 47 quid a month. And this was thousands and thousands. I'm like, I definitely give way more value than I would ever need to, but I love that and I won't change. And I won't ever get on the bandwagon of like, let's charge crazy amount of money because I can, because now a lot of people know about me and, you know, they know I'm really good at what I do. And so now I'm going to charge ridiculous amount of money because actually, you know, there will be enough people that could bring me in the same level of revenue, but less people. So therefore less of my time. I know that makes sense. I know that might be sensible. I just ain't never going to do it because the people who struggle the most are the people who probably right now can't afford one-to-one support. And here's the irony of that. Here's like the chicken and the egg situation. You can't afford to get access to experts who can really give you the information and the accountability to move the needle faster because you're not making enough sales in your business. But if you were making more sales in your business, you'd be able to afford that support. And you're like, chicken and egg. Which one comes first? Well, I tell you what doesn't come first, ever getting yourself into debt or getting yourself into like financial struggle because you really want to access that spot. I see so much of that going on. I see so many people like buying really high ticket programs thinking that this is the answer to their problems, and it's not. It's in fact, it's just going to give you a bigger problem, which is then the fear and the stress of like, oh my God, how am I going to afford this? I see things being like 12-month tie-ins, you know, you're paying monthly, but you are tied in to pay that for 12 months. Like, that's kind of like just a loan. Like, I don't want to do that stuff. I want people to be able to come and go as they please. I don't want anyone to ever get into like financial trouble, financially stress themselves out. I don't want anything like that. And so in the masterclass, by the way, we're going to talk about, you're going to have my audience building strategies. 3 audience building strategies. It's a great place to start. If you are stuck, if you are not making enough sales, it is a great place to start to build your audience so that you make more sales. And then I'm going to share with you how we are bringing like accountability and one-to-one support affordably to everyone. I shouldn't have told you this bit, but I just got on my soapbox this morning about, you know, some stuff I've been seeing. And I'm like, oh, God, this is so annoying. I'm going to share all this on the masterclass. So if you type grow now into the comments, or if you're on Facebook or wherever, you'll be able to see the link to grab your seat on the masterclass. By the way, I think we have around 1,200 people already registered for the masterclass. And I'm a bit of a tight ass, and I will not upgrade my Zoom to have more seats. It's thousands, it's ridiculous. I'm like, no, for one night, I'm not doing it. So I do have Show Up Live bonuses. So I'm giving away £700 of Show Up Live bonuses. When you get the DM, by the way, I'll tell you what those bonuses are. And they are a one-to-one with me, a strategy session worth like 300 quid. They are a social media review by my social media expert, Kyle Burrows. And they are a sales strategy call with Tina Hall, who is my sales expert. Okay. 3 big prizes just for showing up live, that is. So when you show up live, you'll be in with a chance of winning one of those 3 things, right? So 3 people are going to win those one-to-one sessions where they're going to help you specifically, okay? That's only if you get on live though. And like I say, I'm oversubscribed already. So I'm going to open it up 15 minutes early so you can get in and grab your seat. So, don't mind whispering. Like if you're watching this, you're watching this. And if you're not, they're going to miss the information, right? So 15 minutes before, 7:45 next Tuesday, I will open it up so that you can start coming in, grabbing your seat, and then don't leave. Don't leave. Don't let your Wi-Fi drop out, because once you've grabbed your seat, you're like, you're on there. You get all of those strategies that I'm talking about, all 3 of those strategies. And then I'm also going to talk about accountability and support and that kind of thing as well. I'm going to share with you something brand new, which I'm really excited about. And I'm going to give away all the prizes, which I love a giveaway. Okay, I love you guys loads. I'm going to see you tomorrow. Shall I tell you what I'm talking about tomorrow? No, I can't, because I don't have my sheet of paper. I really don't have it. Oh, yes, I do. I do have it. Okay. Okay, I'm going to give you a strategy tomorrow. So I've been talking about audience building strategy, but I'm actually going to give you a strategy in tomorrow's live at 11 a.m. I'm early today because I'm going on a date day and I need to get a car. So if you're not making enough money in your business, then you need to use this strategy that I'm going to share with you tomorrow. Hop on tomorrow's live to get that. Grab your spot on the masterclass. Have a wonderful day. Wish me luck car shopping because I flipping hate it.